And last point I want to make, it's about climate change. Let's not forget that all this debate about CRM started because we needed to do energy transition, because we were told that climate change is an existential threat to the humanity. So we need to have those energy transition to happen. And many of those critical minerals are used to help us build the energy transition that we want to build for the tomorrow. So we need also to be able to bring back climate change topic at the center of CRM coverage. As I know, I've mentioned the first element being geopolitics, and unfortunately, for so long, that element has hijacked the CRM debate in Africa and elsewhere around the world. That's why, for example, we talk more about CRM in terms of national security for the US, for Europe, for the EU, for Australia, but we don't always talk about it now under the spectrum of climate change. So including that element, bringing that element at the center of the debate is going to be important, especially in countries that are impacted by climate change. Here, and think about a country like Mozambique, for instance. When you see the hurricane, when you see the tornado that's impacting Mozambique, and when you know that Mozambique is producing critical raw materials, you need to understand how that's raw materials is going to help us build the tool to mitigate and to adapt to the effect of climate change that's impacting our countries. So all those elements are needed. So you need to understand all those dynamics to be able to build a much more, say, stronger, robust stories around critical raw materials in Africa. I know I said it's going to be a CRM, but me myself being talking about critical materials all the time, I tend to say that in mouthful, critical raw materials, but it's also CRM, as I said in the beginning. So yes, those are the few elements and few tips I wanted to give you. I know many of you being experiment journalists, you're already including them. And for those who are not doing that, I hope you're going to do that. It's going to help you to improve your coverage. It's going to help you to produce the kind of content that is robust, factual, and evidence-based. That's going to allow you to question and to hold accountable policymakers and politicians when they make bold statements, so you know where your country is standing in that debate of CRM.